V, who's our producer. V, put yourself online. That's V. You haven't gotten your glasses fixed yet.
Yeah.
But wasn't it on the other side before?
No, it was on this side because it's the
Are you
same.
sure?
You wouldn't have noticed it. Think about it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
he has them on upside down this time.
So, here at the Short of It, we're going to start a GoFundMe to get V a new pair of frames.
Yeah. I think that's a really good idea.
I think it's
Get the
a new
new
pair.
glasses.
Yeah. Okay. So
think that's
I'm going to
an
actually put
excellent-
like a little link down here,
Yeah.
and if you would like to contribute to the show, so we can get V a new pair of glasses, that'd be great. Because you're bringing down the stylistic part of the podcast.
Right.
Yeah,
By
you
not
look at me.
having-
I'm styling.
Exactly. I mean, it's like come
every
on.
week, Tony wears nice clothes and I wear a t-shirt.
You wear your dead mouse. Like, I'm gonna show the audience what my glasses look like so they know what they're donating for.
Okay. Yeah. Can't you get a leg off another one? Put it on there. Yeah. Yes.
glue it.
Yes. Hot glue
I
it.
love that. Hot glue it.
Hot glue is the best.
Anyways, you have you are, I don't know what you are. Welcome to the show.
Whoa. You got like way ahead of yourself.
I
you were
did.
like going to start doing the
I
interview before
was.
we even did a preamble
I know.
or mocked
I know.
V.
Well, because I don't
or-
know how long he's been recording.
Who, V? Oh, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
He's the producer. Did we say that?
I don't know. How many times we have to say it?
I don't know.
If you don't know it by now, V's the producer.
Well, we
And-
may
and-
have like
and-
new people that come in to
Yeah,
and find
yeah,
us. Like, yeah, you
yeah.
guys have to find us, and please like subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's when you'll always see us.
Yeah.
But
And you
anyway,
won't miss anything.
You won't.
Like and subscribe. Ding! How would I just do it? Yeah, so in the studio today we have Peggy the office manager. Hi, Peggy. Yeah. We have Sada Baby right over here. Yeah. So great. No, you're just Sada Baby. Why would you need a title after that?
welcome to the Short of It. I'm Tony.
And I'm her sidekick, Rochelle.
And here we talk about filmmaking and content creation and just the love of being a creative. So please, if you want to be, whose phone is that?
Unfortunately,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
mine's.
You know,
Our guest has their phone
Oh.
on. V, what did you forget to do?
you
I
do
did.
this whole like, oh, let me talk to you about the show.
But you didn't say-
I'm going to explain how it goes here. First, we start off with a little banter, usually like 2 or 3 minutes or so, and then we're going to switch over, and they will introduce you, and then yeah. So in that little spiel, make sure your phone's on silent, dude.
I'm typing that in, guys. I'm putting that down.
Write that down.
You are in rare form today.
I am in rare form.
I love it.
I do too. I really, she introduced the Whack Pack and or the Shorties. What are, I
Shorties.
like-
They're called. I know. I like Whack Pack too, but they're the Shorties Whack Pack.
the
How's that?
Shorties Whack Pack. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's introduce our
Yes,
guest.
that's an excellent idea.
Mario Holguin.
Oh wow, that's a first.
She got
Thank
it right.
you.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have said Holguin.
yeah.
That's probably what people say,
People
right?
say hooligan too.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's good though.
it's like how do
Hooligan's
you,
good.
Yeah, like Hulk Hogan, the whole spiel.
Yeah.
Mario is a music producer and performer who has worked on a number of projects, as we have, because we have our sheets again. Good job again.
Yeah.
We
Nice
love
job.
this.
Two times in a row, you have produced the sheet.
The sheets are
Hence
revolving.
the sheet of it.
The sheet.
The sheet of
Anyways,
it.
we're
Yeah.
going to talk about all that you do, but for now, just introduce yourself to our audience, who you are, where you're from, your love of being a creative, all that good jazz.
All right. Well, my name is Mario Holguin, and I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm 26 years old. I'm going on in May of next year. I'll be on my 10th year of like making music.
Nice.
So I make music, and then around like my 5th or 6th year, I started like taking on actually producing it, like creating beats, like mixing and mastering, recording and stuff like that. And I invested into my own studio where I do that. I don't really like offer it to people. It was more for me in my journey, but I'm open to helping anyone that has like a creative idea that they'd like to get out. As far as the journey goes, I've really just been making a lot of music.
Awesome.
A lot of music.
Awesome.
So that's really my passion. It started off like with dancing. I also draw, like I dabble in art and stuff. So it's kind of, music was just like another form of expression for me. So as far as like the creative aspect goes, it started with dancing. I did plenty of talent shows and stuff like that.
What kind of dancing?
So like, I don't know, like Michael Jackson is one of my biggest inspirations.
Really?
Like Michael Jackson, Neo, Usher, like
Ooh, wow.
Chris Brown, obviously, that's more of
Chris
my
Brown is the GOAT right now.
Yeah, that's one of my go-tos, obviously. And then some dude named I don't know if his name is Pumped Up. He did a dance to a song named Pumped Up Kicks. Okay. And that like completely.
Have you heard of that?
No, I'm old.
It completely like took the internet by like storm. So it's like that was one of the things that I was using for inspiration.
What's this internet that you speak of? No, I'm kidding. Is that like the bouncing?
No.
Okay, we'll have to Google that.
We will. We'll Google
that's
it.
more modern.
Oh, y'all Google it if you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet Sada Baby knows.
That's the airwalk.
Do you know?
Yeah. That
Sada
is the
Baby
Airwalk.
doesn't know. Sada Baby
okay.
knows all about pop culture, and I can't imagine why Sada Baby.
No, so I mean, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the song. I don't know. It's like I really can't. I'm not trying to make a fool of myself, but it's called Pumped Up Kicks. It's a song, but like the actual.
It's like
I
know
14
the song.
years ago, like. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So they made like a.
Okay.
Everyone relax. Sada Baby knows
Sada
about
Baby
it.
knows.
Sada Baby knows.
Yeah.
He could have.
So they.
That's a lot to ask of V.
Is that not a copyright issue?
Let's avoid
Fair
that one.
use. Fair use. Anyways, that's great. What were your early inspirations becoming? Because yes, the short of it is about films and filmmaking, and you actually do have a documentary that we're going to talk about. But it also, in filmmaking and just, the genre of being creative, there's all different types of creative expression. So we don't want like all of you rappers and singers to say, hey, I want to be on your show. Don't call us. First of all, you're going to call V, but don't call us.
And he'll probably say yes because
that's what he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to say no.
Yeah.
But anyways, who were some of your earlier inspirations? You mentioned Michael Jackson, the real GOAT, but he's kind of being...
He's kind of being toppled over a little
He
bit.
is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but who else? Because you're young. And for you to have a Michael Jackson inspiration...
I mean, like lyrically, like if we're going to speak more towards like the skill, the talent of like rapping and stuff like that, I'm very heavy into like Fabulous.
Okay.
Like I'm J. Cole, obviously, Drake.
Oh, love J. Cole.
Those are like right now my biggest inspiration is Russ. Like that guy,
Okay.
he's laying out the blueprint for people like me. And as far as I know, I've been following it since I've kind of got on that journey, and it's been working. You know, it's just being more about yourself, and not selfishly, but understanding that when you put yourself at the forefront and you allow yourself to be the person that's in charge of everything, a lot gets done way more effectively.
Huh. That's a soundbite for a promo coming to your area soon.
Sure.
You mentioned Drake.
Yeah.
You know where we have to go with this.
Drake.
Drake.
I'd love to hear about it.
Well, he's been a little quiet for about a year now.
Since,
Yeah, it's been about a year.
yeah.
Do I listen to Drake?
My boys went to the Drake concert.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh. Wow. Sada's throwing shade right now. But
Totally,
anyways.
as if I wouldn't listen to Drake, which
What did
I
you-
would.
Of course.
And
What
I
did you
do. Sorry. I'm stepping all over my partner in crime here. Allow me to plosive on the mic.
Yeah, keep popping your piece. That's really good for the editor.
Wait, that's you.
Yeah. What what did you make of the whole Drake Kendrick sitch?
So, my personal opinion about that scenario is it's not a very common one, and it's not a very favored one either. It's more or less that I feel like Kendrick just tried to take an opportunity to stab at the best, and although he did get his knife in somewhere, it didn't last very long. You know what I mean? It's like that whole spiel was more or less just an attempt at attention, I just believe. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's like you're falsifying, you're using false information. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing on paper that backs what he says. But I mean, the internet's going to run with whatever they want to.
Yeah.
You know?
Because that back and forth was like really personal. Like
Yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like the person who initially triggered that was Kendrick Lamar on the Like That song with Future. So it's like he initiated the battle because he's been having like a long-term resentment for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And there's songs that follow up on the whole, you know, history of that. And there's songs where Kendrick Lamar has even came out and said, like, I am envious of this man. Like, I want to be this man, essentially, in other words. So it's like, it was only a matter of time for that to boil up. And he really chose at the height of Drake's career to try to take the best shot
Yeah,
that he
you got
could.
to take the giant down.
Exactly. And as far as that, I mean, as you can see, I don't want to say I'm a Drake stan, but
Yeah.
he's one of my biggest inspirations to this day. And I just
Okay.
feel like I kind of can understand and sympathize with the position he's in, you know, not to big myself up or anything, but everyone wants a shot at the best.
That's true. I don't have a position either way. I thought until the kids got involved, it was just, you know,
Fun and
a
games.
wonderful opportunity to see the best of the best
Right.
at their best, right?
Absolutely.
And then it got really personal, and then, you know, the pedophilia attack on Drake and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, we'll move on.
Before we
'Cause-
move on, I was just going to say, one thing that's interesting about that whole entanglement is Mario and
Speaking to your mic, dude.
Mario and I were up together when one
Yeah.
of the songs dropped
Yeah.
at like midnight.
And
Yep.
And then an hour later,
That's
Kendrick
when-
responded.
Yes.
Literally,
And we were together for both of those moments.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was
we're,
awesome, yeah.
It was awesome. And we're on opposing sides of the
Yeah.
Oh.
rap argument
So
there.
it put a little bit of banter between
little
us. Not
You
not
roll with
nothing-
Kendrick.
I roll with Kendrick. But
Wow,
it do-
Sada Baby rolls with Kendrick as well.
but that isn't to say that anything that I'm going to discredit anything that he said about
You got to put
you know,
yourself on
such and
camera when
such.
you're talking.
That isn't to say that I disagree with what he's saying about Drake, but there's a lot to be said there.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
We'll leave
for
it at
sure.
that. When we
Tony,
do,
Tony's really bossy today.
and
Put
you,
yourself on camera.
well, because you have us online, and then, like, you know,
You should always have the camera on me.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'll be honest. When I'm talking, am I supposed to be looking at that camera? Or am I good?
No,
looking
you're
at
looking
you guys?
at us.
You can look.
Okay,
Unless you want to like talk to your
break the fourth wall.
your people,
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, for
Break
sure,
the
for
fourth-
sure.
Hey, he knows film.
He does. Because he's in a documentary
Yeah.
that, oddly enough,
Just happens.
happens to be produced by...
Coincidental.
It's so weird.
It was just like
yeah,
one in a million.
like,
I think I should go play the Powerball now.
You should, because how
If
does this happen where our producer
Never.
gets a guest
Never.
who he's also producing a film about?
Or living with.
Oh, living with. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
I mean,
Oh, wait.
That's my bunk buddy.
That's not exactly. We don't even. We cohabitate. We share the same living. We don't live in the same space.
I'm talking about DK, crazy
Oh.
man.
Wow, I love this though. This is all new to me. Like, wait up.
'Cause I was gonna say, like, I'd move in with him. He's a great guy.
Right.
Yeah,
We could
yeah.
split the bills, bro. I need
Easy.
help.
50-50. That's who I'd go 50-50 with.
Yes, sir.
Oh, not DK?
No, DK, I go 80-20 with.
That's a man right
DK
now.
takes care of me.
He's
No, just
boy, are you gonna get it when this show drops?
He's cooking.
No way, I'm calling DK right now.
We should get her on the phone right now.
Yeah. So DK, guess what?
So, anyways,
Yes, sorry.
let's talk about this documentary in the making that our producer V is a producer on. Arose in the Making.
So Arose in the Making is kind of playing a play on the album name. So the album's called Arose From Ash.
Okay.
So basically, the story behind the album is really pretty black and white. It's like I started off in the ash, which is probably the worst part of where life was at that time. And a lot of people love to use the reference, the flower that grew out of concrete or whatever the case
Yes.
was. And I kind of thought, like, concrete doesn't signify, like, it signifies hard times, but ash is more like leaning towards like something burnt down, like destruction. So out of that destruction, the rose came out. And that's what the symbolization for the album is. So with the doc, we're trying to establish a timeline of where the whole destruction happened and what preceded that and then what preludes it. So that way we get like a whole sense of understanding before I present the trailer, which is going to basically wrap it all together.
Cool.
Okay, so this is autobiographical. This
Yes.
is your story.
Yeah.
So what other kind of elements are you including in this? Or maybe we should talk to your producer. What other kind of what other kind of elements are you introducing into this? You have a family.
Yes.
So talk about how autobiographical this is going to be. You don't have to give away too much, but
For sure. I feel like in terms of where I would like for it to go, I would like to start with basically like the journey of my career. Something that really inspired me was like watching like the Travis Scott, kind of autobiography, the Kanye West one. And basically I got really inspired to show people my story. Like I want to show people, I have tons of videos, I started this when I'm 16 and I'm 26. And you could imagine I do not look the same. I do not talk the same. I don't have the same mindset. So it's like I'd like to take all of that foundational work that I already did and use it as an example to contrast the growth. So I didn't start off obviously with a family, and throughout the process of the journey, I've had 2 kids. I have a wife now, and it's like things have just all evolved together, and I've had to work around certain things and learn how to adapt with all of that stuff.
Are there any other people that you're going to use to help tell your story? Because typically when we see documentaries, there's like if I were to do a documentary on myself, you would have to interview Rochelle.
That's
Only
cool.
when she's drunk.
Oh, wow.
You've never even seen me drunk.
I know, but
Yeah.
I think that would be just fantastic.
I don't even really drink.
Well, you got to do something.
I'll get high.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Interview
Let me get to
her
the
when
thick
she's-
of it. No, but I'd like to, obviously, V has been with me since sophomore year of high school. So he's even seen like the very, very nitty gritty beginning of everything. Like he's a producer, but he'd play a valiant role in being the storyteller of like how that transpired. And my wife as well. We just made 11 years this year. So
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you so much.
Gosh, 11 years.
Yeah,
You been together.
Since I was 15 years old, yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Wow. You
that's
don't hear about that.
No, you never hear that anymore. Wow, that's
High
awesome.
school sweethearts.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank God, man. But a lot of the story through her eyes would be magnificent because V's had a lot of up close encounters with my story. He's actually been a part of a lot of it. He's shot plenty of music videos for me. We've gone on crazy trips. He's been to plenty of my shows. But my wife's perspective is more of like closer to my own, you know, because she's literally sitting right there. It's not very different. So she would play a huge role in that documentary as well.
Absolutely.
And I can't really imply that I'd add anyone else, because it's like I have a very lone wolf story where it's like I've had to do a lot of things myself.
Yeah.
Faced a lot of disappointment from expectations of others. So that's where it's like Russ's blueprint of like do it all yourself and figure things out because it's possible plays more into my role, because I've had to figure a lot of things out through experience and losses and the whole spiel.
Okay. If you all looking for an interviewer, hit me up.
Absolutely. You're in there.
Oh, you mean on the documentary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you think?
I don't know. I was like, what? Wait, what? Is there a job opening? Wait, did I fall asleep? Wait.
I you know, and for nothing else, it's a great way to kind of capture where you are in this moment in time. And then who knows, like once you break out and you become, you know, the next best Drake, then, you know, you'll have this and then you'll have so much more. So, but that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
What other kind of things are you hoping to do in your very young life? Because, you know, I mean,
personally, I'm pretty simple. I don't really want much. I know a lot of people are very into like the fast life, like designer clothing and stuff like that. Me, I'd be happy with like a ranch, a nice home for my family, a nice backyard for my kids, and a C8 Corvette, of course. I need at least that.
yeah.
But I think I'd cap it off there and try to live a pretty peaceful life, because I'm not really interested. I mean, I want to, you know, travel the world and bring my family out to see the world and,
Yes.
you know, accumulate huge crowds to sing my music and really enjoy what I do. It's not really anything more materialistic, but more of an experience. Like, if I could do that within the next 10 years, I think I'd wrap up life. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe, who knows what God has in store for me, but
That's right.
my goal is very one track, and I just want stability for my family. I don't want to worry about anything anymore. Mm-hmm. And if I can gift myself something materialistically, it'd be that Corvette. So, you know.
Got a dream, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, as long as I can have, like, a basement that looks like this, fully souped up with, like, studio equipment, you know, I'd pretty much be happy. You know, I'd travel the world. I'd want to bring the rest of my family, like my mother, my brothers and stuff like that, and just really give them the experience in life that I think everyone deserves, you know, but I'm willing to make the sacrifice for it that not everyone is.
Yeah.
I heard Chirac is looking for a new spokesperson.
I'd be available for it. Sponsorships, see me.
He's not getting out anytime soon, unless the president pardons him, but we can't talk about politics.
No politics.
Where's your family from? Like, where are you from?
So, I'm from Puerto Rico. So,
Yes.
yes.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, I'm happy
late
to.
on that.
I'm happy to hear that you're happy to hear that.
My
because-
family is from Bayamon.
Okay,
Oh, no
I'm
way.
from San Juan.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in Rio Piedra.
Okay.
So I'm very happy to hear that you're happy to hear that, because with the whole controversial stuff with Bad Bunny headlining the Super Bowl.
Bad Bunny. Let's talk about it.
Bad Bunny.
I'm
Let's
here
talk
for
about
it.
it.
I'm here for it. He gave y'all 4 months. So I'm not hearing nothing. I better hear Spanish. That's what I'm hearing.
Right on.
Yeah, I mean, some goofy person, I can't say his name because we're not supposed to be political, but wrote this whole spiel about, you know, we should have Americans as our halftime entertainment, and we shouldn't be opening it up to foreigners who are going to speak different languages.
Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him?
No one.
No one sent the memo.
No one
right.
sent the memo. Exactly. Would you like? Go ahead. You tell them.
Does it have to be done? Like,
It has to be done at
do
this
people
point.
not know that
Well,
Puerto Rico is part of America? Like, do we have to?
I think that
I think we
there are
do.
clearly there
There-
are people that don't understand
It's
that.
probably the most traveled island of America.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
it's the only island America has.
Except for
I mean,
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah.
Hawaii, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Pardon
I
me.
gather your point.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You know what
Let's
I'm saying?
not forget the Virgin Islands because I grew
yeah.
up in St. Thomas.
Okay.
So
All
we
right,
got it.
Virgin
We got to
Islands.
do the
Okay,
Virgin
we gotta-
Islands
we have a
too.
lot of
So we have
We
a
gotta pay
few.
our homage.
Guam.
We
We
gotta
got a
pay our
few
homage.
out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's like anyone is going to give up their Super Bowl tickets because of the halftime show. Most people go and refill their beers and stuff during it anyway. I mean,
I don't know. I don't watch
Right.
football. I don't like
Yeah.
football. I think it's stupid.
Oh.
I will watch the halftime show.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll pull up for the halftime show all day. You know, and I have a lot of people that are just so uneducated, and they're like, "Oh, well, I thought he said he was never going to perform at the in America ever again." Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It was more of a political statement, though. Like, it was just he was very scared that ICE was gonna, show up at his shows
Right.
and just start trapping people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the Super Bowl, please tell me what minority is going to be spending $11,000 on
per
packages
ticket. Yeah.
for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
explain that to me,
Yeah.
please.
But you know what can happen, and I was talking about this with my sister, shout out, is that the people that work at the Super Bowl, the people who are doing the concessions, the people who are cleaning the bathrooms, the people
Right.
who are emptying the trash and sweeping floors and that kind of
and
stuff.
making the Super Bowl look nice for
Happen.
Look
them.
nice.
And make it happen.
Yes.
The people,
What's
the people
gonna
in the
be-
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going to be great is when none of those people go to work because, well, it's going to be swarming
That,
with ice.
oh my
Right,
gosh.
right.
Can that happen?
And there will be
And there
no
goes your American
beer.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There it is right there.
I
love
it.
we should do that. Don't go and work if you are concerned about your safety. Just don't go. Call out sick.
You'd be doing the fans a favor.
Yeah, sick day.
Sick day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick
You know,
day.
it serves you right because you're taking all the American jobs.
Right. February 4th, was it?
Oh my gosh.
I
That's
do want to
funny.
bring us back though to talk about.
Why?
Whoa,
This is
whoa.
so much
Did-
fun.
Did Greg just call you and say,
Exactly.
make them
So,
stop?
Bring
I've
this
been
back to the.
listening.
Headliners.
Cut that out.
No. I just want to give us something that the up and coming artists can really grab onto and try to give them a better understanding of like what are some of the biggest challenges independent artists face right now in the industry, and how have you specifically learned to navigate those?
So, yeah, Mario, what are some of the biggest challenges that you have faced as an independent artist, which is much like independent filmmaking, and how did you overcome them, and what kind of advice could you give upcoming artists?
So I'd love to, first and foremost, I feel like doing anything independently is like wearing 50 hats.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And a lot of people don't have enough headspace for that. So if you're not even, first and foremost, if you're not willing to break your head to make it possible, don't even start. Because you're going to do yourself a disservice, like trying to keep up with so many jobs and not realizing all that it is that you have to learn. So I'm just grateful that I started at the age that I did, because it's like it's given me the time to really, really wrap my head around what it is that I'm trying to involve myself in. Challenges that I've faced as an independent artist definitely come in the form of finance, creativity, like creative control. That's where like I've had to get my own studio. Like I started learning how to be my own engineer, how to mix and master, because when creativity strikes and I got to pick up my phone and I'm getting sent to voicemail, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because I got to put this down. I got to do something, And as far as like the financial aspect of it is, that's another liberating thing that I had to do. Do you know how expensive studio time is
I
these
do.
days?
I have a son who is a aspiring artist, and yeah.
The studio time hurts the pocket, and I was blessed around that time to have been partnered up with someone who I can't say had my best interests in mind, but they definitely made it accessible for me to work and be able to hone my craft,
Yeah.
And I feel like nowadays, like it wasn't like this, not even like 6-7 years ago. Like nowadays, it's like you got to be funny. You have to be good looking. You have to have style. You have to have appeal. It's not even just about your art anymore.
High five. We got it all.
Yes.
I was about to say, luckily we have a table of quintuple threats.
Yes,
You
literally. We're all very well equipped. So, lucky us, right?
Yeah.
The point with that is like you have to be all of these things at the same time.
Yes.
And it's like now you have to be a comedian. Now you have to know how to make content. Now you have to fight against an algorithm. It's no longer here, post this and you have the potential of going viral. It's now post this at 3:00 on a Thursday at Eastern time, and it has to be funny, properly edited, captioned. It has to, like, goodness gracious, the list goes on. So it's like meeting the quota of just what the internet is asking of you puts such a mental strain on just being an artist itself. So, and that goes also into filmmaking and everything, because there's people who are literally getting like these type of cameras. I don't know how. And that's what they're filming their content with. And that's how they're editing it. And that's how they're putting it up. So now you're competing. You're competing with 4K, $5,000 camera, et cetera, you know?
Right.
And all I have is an iPhone that I pay monthly for. So it's like, how am I supposed to compete with these people?
Yes.
How am I supposed to make the algorithm believe that I'm worth seeing if my quality of my camera can't match up to theirs, you know? And it's like,
That's real.
Yeah.
those are the struggles that artists face. It's like, and that all falls into the same pot of financial. And then let's not even talk about time, because with today's economy, it's like you got to kill yourself to make a living. So how are you going to kill yourself to make a living and still be able to put that same time and energy into a craft? You know, it's almost impossible. It's like set up for you to not be able to do that and just be an employee or just be something. You know what
And
I'm
how
saying?
do you do it all? Because not only do you have to do all of that and wear all those hats and be that creative and be able to jump and go here and there, but you're a dad and you're a husband.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
So, God has blessed me with the ability to be able to figure out things in a way that allow me to be a present father, which is more or less where this all comes from. So it's like before I quit my job, like officially, and was like, no, I need to be here for my family. It was just, I'm working 60 hours a week. I'm a manager at a car wash. Just making ends meet. At that point, I had already gotten my studio with some tax money that I had received. So to give you a little bit of background around COVID, there was like some PUA stuff going on, and I was laid off from my job because I wasn't an essential employee.
Right.
So I had filed taxes that year, didn't receive my taxes, but I got laid off and I was receiving this unemployment income. That's what I was living off of. That's what I was, getting by with. And then once it was time to get back to work in July, which it only lasted like 3 months. It was from March to July. Once it was time to get back to work, I ended up getting my tax money, and I wasn't even expecting that. So I just blew all this money thinking, time to go back to work, blah, blah, blah. And then my taxes hit, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I just bought everything that I wanted, like, irresponsibly. It's like, this is perfect. Like, now I'm going to buy my studio. So
Now I'm going to spend more money.
yeah, let's do it. Because it didn't initially hit me like, dang, I should have bought my studio. I didn't dwell on it because immediately following up, I was given the position to do so. So I didn't hesitate, and I did that in that moment while I was still being able to provide for my family. So then about 6 to 7 months later, in May of 2021, that was in 2020, in 2021, my daughter was born, and I had to take some time off of work, and they were like on my neck. Like, since I was the manager, I ran a location. It wasn't just, oh, you're a manager. It's like, no, this location's yours. The grass needs to be cut. These vending machines need to be filled.
Yeah.
These people need to come in, and you need to be accounted for all of that. And it's like, okay.
Like being a producer.
Exactly. So it was like I was already wearing the hats without the right pay.
Yeah.
It just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Like I even had the what do you call it? The maintenance men that would come and try to fix stuff, and they're over here teaching me how to fix stuff so they didn't have to do it. They're like, oh, well, you're already here. And it's like, oh, lucky me, right? So the maintenance men came one day, and there was manholes that we have to clean and stuff to like allow, because all the water that comes from the dirty cars accumulates into like this slush. This like, yeah, you don't
Yummy.
Right, mud pies. Like it was atrocious. And he comes by one day, And we're in there with like these 6-foot clamps. You drop clamps in there and clamp it, scoop it up into a bucket. And yeah, he's like, they're joking on us. They're just laughing, having a great time. And they're like, oh, you look like you're doing union work. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not paying like it. And in that moment, it clicked for him. I'm like, yeah, it is not paying like it. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And then literally 2 weeks later, my daughter's born. They're on my back. Oh, we need you. We can't run this without you. And I'm like, it's unfortunate that like I need at least like a week. You know, my daughter was just born. And they were like, no, we can't give you that. And I was like, well, I can't give you my life. So after this week is over and I'm back at home, I'll be returning you these keys because, like, what are we talking about here? My family comes first.
Absolutely.
It was in that moment that all of that prior work with the studio stuff got set up to the point where I was able to start making a living off of that, where I knew people that I could record and stuff like that.
Nice.
And I did my best to try and make that as sustainable as possible because I had bigger plans in mind and I could not stay there. Like, I just couldn't do it. I was shrinking myself.
Wow, that's amazing. So you run your studio and actually record other people. So you rent out your studio time.
Yeah.
And that's how you're supporting your own work and
and
your
my own
family
stuff,
and that's amazing. That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
And you're only 26 years old. My God.
It's
What were
impressive.
we doing at 26?
I don't know, really. I don't know. I think I might have been at a bar or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
To build on all that work that you just described that he's doing, he also has some upcoming shows, and
cool.
especially
one
very important one in particular, his first own hosted show.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, so I hear you have some upcoming shows, and one in particular that you're really excited about. So why don't you tell us about that?
Thank you.
Stop trying to take my job, V.
Yeah.
This is good documentary clips.
You coming for her?
He's cooking it.
I gotta get the documentary clips in, you know.
It's like a horror movie. They go after the black one first.
Or the black one's just never the one to survive.
She's never read one of my horror scripts, I can tell.
He's like, actually,
My black people survive.
Clearly, I'm the last girl.
Yes, the blonde white girl always survives. Anyways, yes, go ahead.
So basically, I've been performing this year. Just this year alone, I've done over 8 shows, and that's just me going and showing face and trying to get in front of the right people. And I've been making connections with people that, like, I made connections with this guy named Farrell. And he's a DJ, and he's been hosting shows. He's from Rhode Island. So anytime that he's done a show in Worcester, he hits me up, and he's like, hey, if you know anybody interested or if you're interested yourself, more than welcome. And I've been making, like, some waves with this stuff. And I ended up running into a producer, a promoter, who was a part of one of the shows he was DJing for. It wasn't his show this time, but he reached out to me, and he had me come and perform. It was a blast. I had a great time. I made a bunch of new acquaintances, a bunch of new followers, the whole spiel. And then he comes and he calls me back to go perform again. And basically he kind of scammed me and out of like my entry fee, because then he's like, oh, well, we don't know if the show's going to fall through. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm not going to stick around. Can I have my entry fee back? And he was like, oh, it takes 7 to 8 business days. I was like, brother, I cash apped you. You can send that right back.
Right back, exactly.
Yeah. We're not going to play that. Oh, you don't know how a business account works? Certainly do. My wife works at a bank. I'm like, you're not.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I was like, you're not about to tell me nothing, bro. Like, you didn't have this nothing down on contract. I'm not liable for your money loss. I'm not liable for none of that.
Yeah.
Even if it's in a business account, it's supposed to be coming out of your pocket because it came out of mine.
That's right.
You know, so basically that whole situation, he ducked me for like 10 days. And I had to, like, I'm not this type of person. Don't take me for this type of person. I had to take it to social media because I'm tired of people playing with me, you know? So I took it to social media, got my money back, but then the owner of the place that he was doing the show at directly contacted me and was like, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, I seen your show, you know, you did a really good job and whatnot, and I hope that it didn't leave like a bad taste in your mouth for this place. And I was like, actually, how can I go about doing my own show? Like, is that a possibility? How can I do that?
Right.
And they gave me all the details and we made it happen.
Listen, Mario, you are certainly quite impressive, and you know, you're doing things the right way, and I have no doubt that you are going to be a name that people are going to have to learn how to pronounce.
Yeah.
Mario Holguin.
There it is. It's that Bayamon.
Yes.
It's in there. It's in there.
So, you know, we wish you the best of luck. I mean, you certainly have a great head on your shoulders, and you know, we love to talk to you once your documentary's out. We'd love to have you back, and your producer.
Get him in there.
To talk about that, and you know, if anything that Hellbay can do to help you out, just let us know. Like I said, I'm actually a great interviewer, so you know, I'm just saying.
I think
We'll have to hire
I think
you.
you guys did great.
Yeah.
I think you guys did great, and it's an honor for me to be here as well. Very, very much so.
Well, thank you for stopping on by, and yeah.
Thank you so much.
Great to have you.
This was the short of it.
Did V tell you to do that?
No, improv.
Improv, baby.
I'm an improv king, unfortunately.
You like that side of baby?
All right, we'll close out the show.
We will.
Yeah.
Why?
You just want to leave it as that?
No, I just want to just riff, just enjoy my own self for a little while. So why don't you go ahead and check your phone, and I'll talk to the people. So Tony has a phone addiction. She's incapable of not being with her phone at all times. It must be within arm's reach. During the show, she does usually remember to put it on silent, although there are many shows where she does not. But she does leave it face up on the table so that she can see any incoming messages, because she's that important. Something could happen that she needs to attend to immediately.
And that's the short of it.
The Short of It is brought to you by The Den Beauty Lounge. Visit thedenbeautylounge.glossgenius.com for more information and book your appointment today.